So one last thing. Sometimes you want to see the progress of the flies as they climb over a period of time. And you can do that with Flytracker as well. It is set up here to create a file called average heights. And if you double click on that, it'll open it up. It's a CSV file. I'll open it up in Excel. And what this is a list of all of the flies and their average heights in each segment. So this is segment 1 here, and this is segment 2, segment 3, and then going down, that's second 1, second 2, second 3, second 4, second 5. So this is a fairly large data set, and we can see that actually most of these terminated after about 18 seconds or so, but the final one went on for a long time. Over a minute. So we only want to grab the first 30 seconds, and that's usually all you get unless your output is larger than 30 seconds, but usually the segments stay within 30 seconds. So you can simply grab the first 32 lines here. You see there's a little number 6 there. That's where you would stop, I think. And copy that. And then come over here into the Flytracker analysis template. Now there's 2 of them. There's one if you have 4 vials and one if you have 6 vials. And in this particular one, we can see we have 4 vials. So we want to open up this template. And then we paste this data in right here. It says paste average heights data here up to the first 32 lines. And we paste it there, and it will automatically make these graphs for us. These are the average heights over time of each vial and the average speed. And you can change the names of the vials in here. So if you wanted to call this one 3KQ, there you go. Oh, excuse me. It also automatically calculates over here the p-values of the speeds versus each other, and this is the speed as measured at 3 seconds minus 2 seconds, and the p-values are here measured for each vial versus each other vial. So the places where there's blank spaces, those are places that the data was thrown out because it was not looking good. And so you can clearly see those are listed as not a number here. The Flytracker version that was used to get this data is listed right here. And in this case, it was Flytracker version 6. Then up at the top, there's some instructions, important to know. The numbers will show the average height of the flies in the vial during the previous second. So this is not going to be at that exact second. It's going to be an average height over the previous second. And then the template, this template is up to 4 vials and up to 21 segments. So if you have more than 21 segments, it will not calculate those ones, but you can take this chart and expand it so that it can accommodate more if you want. And also the segment should be visually inspected because the video segmentation, just to make sure that it went correctly, although it usually works pretty well. And you can only be accurate up to the length of the shortest segment. So if you have a segment that gets cut off really short, you know, like after 3 or 4 seconds, then there will be no data after that point. And if there's no data after that point, then when it does the averaging across, it'll treat that as 0. And that will not be a good thing for your averages. Those will then be inaccurate averages at 7, 8, 9 seconds like that. So you definitely want to make sure that you have data for all of the seconds that you're trying to show here on the chart. But and then a final note, in the first second of the video, the flies are not analyzed. You can see that here. they're all listed as not a number because during the first second there's too much vibration going on, and the program cannot accurately determine where the flies are. So that is all you need to do for this type of analysis, and it works the same with the 6 vials. Let's see if there's anything down here that you might need to know about. This is a little like summary basically of all of these things. It takes the average of each vial at each second, and you can see it calculates the speed down here as the average at 3 seconds minus the average at 2 seconds. Over here, it calculates the average speed as the average over all of these that you see down here. And they should be identical, because no matter how you calculate it, the numbers should be the same. And in this case, they are identical, so that works out. And here are the p-values, and I think that's all you need to know. So that should take care of it. Hope you enjoy using the program, and I will be available if you need me to explain anything. My email address is brettbarbero@gmail.com. So thank you very much, and have a good one. Bye.